Okay.
All right, here we go. We are live. Nobody's in here yet. They're notifying everybody.
All right.
Let me just kind of go around like this a little bit until somebody gets in here.
Teach
Okay. Welcome to Silver Lining Base Camp, guys. We are here today at an up-and-coming property here in the Great Smoky Mountains. And we got a fire going. It's a beautiful day in Tennessee. And we were here at Silver Lining Base Camp, and we got Brian, the owner.
Good to meet everybody, kind of.
Right. Well, he's actually been working on this. You said it's Avion, or?
It's an Avion.
Avion?
It's a vintage camper. It's so far removed from an Avion or an Airstream at this point. We just call it a vintage camper. So it's 1970. Avion was kind of built because people loved Airstreams, but they didn't feel like they were built good enough. The word Avion actually means airplane because it kind of looks like one. But they've really done a lot of upgrades to it from what initially Airstream had put in, from an insulation standpoint, from some of the electrical, you know, from all of the plumbing and just the design aspects of it. It's very compact and yeah, a lot of really cool stuff.
How did it get here?
It's a good question. I will drop a link at some point for that little video I made. We bought it from a really cool couple in Wisconsin. We gelled really well with them. They were about to have their first baby, and it was a Facebook Marketplace ad, and I loved it because the first picture was a little sticker that they had that said "Just Hitched," because the year leading up to their wedding, they actually lived in this thing, completely unrenovated, and it wasn't in the greatest shape, but they were comfortable enough. They had parked it at their in-laws' house, or his in-law, and her parents' house, and basically used the facilities in their house, but then lived and slept and cooked in this thing.
So what's going on out here this weekend exactly? I see that you got a couple things going on here.
Yeah, so I work a lot on this. I'm in Chicago typically, so I'm down here probably half a dozen times out of the year to try and build all this. It is hard finding good people in these parts that haven't already been scooped up by some of the larger cabin companies to do the renovations for me. So I feel like, and maybe it's a control thing or whatever, but I feel like I really have to do a lot of it myself. Some of it's very nuanced, and so I find it's easier to work hard on it and rather than explain it. So this trip in particular is a trip where my guys are like, we're not allowing you to work on it. We're just going to hang out and have cigars by a campfire for a few days, drink coffee and bourbon, and enjoy some of the stuff. So those of you who aren't familiar with this area, it's literally like, an adventure utopia. You've got literally anything you could possibly want to do. Smoky Mountains are right here, but then you also have, Dollywood, Vegas, and Pigeon Forge, and you've got a very charming Gatlinburg area. And then we're really close to North Carolina on that side of things too. Yesterday we just went canyoneering just south of Asheville, actually, where you rappel down 125-foot waterfalls and kind of do a lot of hiking and climbing and bouldering and stuff like that. So this is an awesome place to be put, and so I want to actually enjoy it for a little bit as opposed to just constantly coming out here and working on it. So, but yeah, good question, Heidi.
So we got the shiny home and the tiny home then, and you're not quite done yet. Are you almost done with it, or what are we looking at here as far as time frame to actually where people can start looking you up and coming out here?
We're aiming for just after my wife's spring break, which I think is like, she's a teacher, and so her spring break I think is a week before most spring break. So I'm thinking spring break-ish is when we're going to be able to really fully rinse it out, and I think we'll probably start booking it up before then, because I'm confident we'll be ready. I do have to test it this winter. There's a lot of unknowns for me, at least, before I really get it really ready. This is I've overcompensated a lot with the camper for heat and comfort and insulating pipes and things like that. It's not run like a camper traditionally is. There's a lot of gross things you have to do in a camper when it comes to the plumbing. So I ran it just like it was like a house. So I want to ensure all of that works out really well. Do it the entire winter, test it out, come out a couple times, and then spring break we're up and running. The things that I need to finish on it we can kind of talk about and go through. You want to walk through?
Yeah,
or?
yeah. People want to walk through? Give me a thumbs up if you want him to walk through. Or we can stay out here. I can show you around a little bit on the outside again. Like I said, he's having a guy's trip here. There's some of his friends in the back.
Yes,
They're
that's
by
a
the
kilt.
tiny home. That's a tiny home, and this is the shiny home. Okay, so we have a couple people giving thumbs up. They do want to go inside. It seems like they are kind of curious at what you got going on inside.
Sure.
Give me more thumbs up, guys. Tap that screen. Share this with somebody if you're thinking about coming to the Great Smoky Mountains. And that way, when you share it, they'll be able to go inside. Go inside with us. Okay, after you, Brian. Show us around.
So I was out here about 3 weeks ago, and we poured a lot of this gravel and concrete, built these steps off the side. This will be leveled up, and we are going to be doing a propane fire pit here, and then we're also going to be doing like a barbecue grill over on this side. Over here, little part of the deck here. The idea, I guess, is like, I don't know, I mean, I love camping for the outdoor aspect, but I also don't like camping because a lot of times it's very uncomfortable. So I'm like, why do we need to be uncomfortable? Let's make it super comfortable and also feel like you're outdoors. So the main space, I think, idea is this patio here, where I think people will kind of congregate and hang out and want to spend most of their time with. But you certainly have your pick. It's kind of like a choose your own adventure on where you want to stay and where you want to kind of congregate and live and whatever else. So are we going into the camper first,
Oh, that's a good question. So we got the shiny home here, or we got the tiny home over here as well. Would you rather go in the tiny home first, or you want to go in the shiny home first? Put shiny or tiny. Let me know what you guys want to go in here. Tiny. We got one tiny. Tiny or we got a shiny. We got a tiny and a shiny. Shiny. Shiny.
We're here at the shiny. Let's do
the shiny. The shiny wins.
So shiny it is. So like I said, it is a vintage Avion. That's the coach right there. I think the two guys that started that company just wanted to like enhance what Airstream was doing and also make it super beautiful. This is actually an anodized aluminum that I had to strip and polish off. So there's parts of it, if I find it, it's like a very pale matte aluminum that looks more like the inside of a Coke can or something as opposed to like the outside. Okay. So the polish is not for the faint of heart, and from time to time it still has to get buffed and whatever else. But we like to keep it shiny because it's called Silver Lining Base Camp.
Silver Lining Base Camp.
Can't have a Silver Lining Base Camp without something silver.
Yes.
All right. So these are keypad locks that were installed in retrofit. Again, a nice little rustic stoop. Vintage door that, again, it's all aluminum. I'm going to take my shoes off. I'm sure TikTok doesn't mind that. Come on, man. You may not be able to hear as well with this on, so I'm going to turn it off.
Okay.
But the main source through most of the year is this. When you guys rent it, just remember you have to actually point this at this, otherwise it won't work. And this is a beautiful thing. It's a heat pump, it's an air condition, it's a fan, and it's a dehumidifier. A lot of times enclosed spaces like this you'll feel a little bit more moisture, so that's why we opted for the dehumidifier one. You want to make sure it's super comfortable here at all times. It's pretty quiet, but the reason I turned it off is because we're gonna be on TikTok here. So, but yeah, come on in. I'll kind of show you the ropes if we have room.
Yeah, somebody loves your countertop and your cabinets.
Okay, hey, I got a question for the group. Who can guess what this material is? Have you ever seen it before? Anybody got an idea?
Somebody says I've lost my volume.
Bluetooth again?
No, it's off.
I can hear you.
Okay, just making sure. Yeah, so I had two people say that.
Oh,
so I was just making sure. Okay, I'm sorry. Squirreled again on you.
I know, no worries.
Okay, the material.
Let's ride bikes. This material, does anybody want to venture a guess for it? Looks like marble. Sounds like marble. Feels pretty much like marble. It's all right. I'll give it.
Epoxy. Somebody says epoxy.
That's a good guess. It's actually, you're never going to believe it, it's a compressed cardboard. It's essentially paper that they've compressed and like, you know, kind of like how they lab grow diamonds now. Essentially, they do this for the countertop. So it's super durable, ridiculously difficult to cut if you want to renovate an RV. Yeah, it's an awesome material. You know, very hard to scratch and very durable. So these are actually original cabinetry throughout. Some of the doors I had to replace, but you know, we've sort of retrofitted it with our own, you know, the heavy brass, not these fake aluminum coat, you know, brass coated stuff. So you've got all your dishes, you know, your cups and everything up here. You've got a lot of different lighting options in this place. I think these right here are super interesting. You can dim them just by kind of, you can increase the volume of them. I don't know if you can, if that's picking up at all. You can dim them, or you just by holding it down, you can turn them blue for nightlife. You can turn them off, obviously. There's these switches here that turn these main ones off. There's also these switches here. Sorry, that's the exterior light. These here that turn this off. If you just want to read, you've got these here that push in.
I will.
Move around.
Just a second. Hey, Brian, we have a question for you. Sure. One of your people watching here wants to know what the color of them cabinets are. They absolutely love it.
Yeah, good question. Is it black? Is it blue? Is it both? Like it's an awesome color if you ask me. I really wanted something moody. I have 3 daughters and a wife, and so this is literally the only masculine thing I'm allowed to have, and so I wanted it to kind of have that kind of, you know, moody, modernish vibe, but still maintain some of the vintage. The color itself is a color called Inkwell.
Oh.
It is actually a blue, and it's very interesting because it's like, you know, it's on a black chart. I picked the color Inkwell far before we even did the tiny house. The tiny house color is called Black Magic, and it's actually, I didn't realize this until way after I painted both. They're actually right next to each other on the same color swatch. So works out really well. Part of the tiny house is also painted this color. I love it because when the light hits it, it's like a very cool blue, but it also looks black and modern.
Yeah. Liz, I agree with you. It does, in the video, it does look a little bit green, but in real life it doesn't. It's like almost so black it's got a little bit of blue in it. Or it's so black it's blue. If that makes sense.
Black,
yeah, whatever.
Blue, yeah. But yeah, so I don't know if you want to come in.
Yes, absolutely.
Check it out. So we just cooked for these boys that are out here. We cooked a hearty breakfast on this 2-low burner thing. This is super interesting. Everything is all electric here. I opted to get rid of all the propane at this point. The only thing that's going to be propane is that gas fire pit. But there's a little learning curve with some of this stuff. I'll have a guidebook, probably a digital guidebook and a manual one. To turn it on, you just press this, and then you have 2 options for burners, this or this. Now the interesting thing is the burners will go on, but they won't get hot at all unless you have something that's magnetic. So the pots and pans here are, let me just pull one out, are sort of retrofit like that. And then
induction? Somebody wants to know if that's called induction.
We actually had this debate earlier this morning, and the answer is we don't know. But it's turning on now, and it's cooking up. It cooks great. And then the thing is too, this is an RV, guys, so everything's plumb like a house, but the whole camper is actually still just plugged in. And then so basically, yeah, you have to kind of overcompensate. So what we do is, if you have 2 burners and this is on full blast, you have to push this one here, and it sort of steals from the other one. See how that works? Does that make sense? So they've thought of everything. That's a microwave here. It's apparently one that also air fries and convection cook and stuff. I'm not really sure how it works. There's all these little like fancy things for it that they gave me, so I'll probably have to do a little bit more diligence on that, and then put that in the guidebook as well. You have a range hood here, so the fan you can turn on and off. You can turn it high and low. That's actually vented out the back.
So full cooking capabilities.
Full cooking capabilities, yeah. You've got an antique-esque fridge here keeps things super cold up top. The no ice maker, but we have trays, right? Like old school. It's not a full size fridge, but it keeps an ample amount in there. Then you have my little my vice bar, I guess I could call it. We've got coffee. Everybody outside's drinking coffee right now, so we usually have little coffee
sure
cups.
That?
Yeah.
Just joking.
Yeah, we definitely on vacation we definitely do our morning brew coffee. So I'm debating this. You guys, since this isn't up and running yet, I had these cool custom glasses made. It's probably hard to tell with the camper on them.
Oh.
Now, I was thinking through this, and I'm like, with this hot tub, it's also very nuanced, and I'm like, I don't know if I even want any glass at all here. What do you guys think? Do you think people are going to be responsible enough to do something like this and have a novelty item like that, or do you think that, I should just go plastic or metal or something like that?
Give him a thumbs up if you think he needs to go with glass, or a thumbs down if you think he needs to go with plastic. We'll take a vote here.
Yeah.
Let's see what everybody thinks. You think people can be responsible enough? Thumbs up. If you think for safety, thumbs down. You just tell me. Tell us what you guys think. Metal.
Yeah.
Patricia says thumbs up. We have a thumbs down. No glass. They will get broken and you'll be sad. No glass.
I'll be sad.
Yeah. No glass. Thumbs up for glass. It's kind of mixed.
Yeah.
It's kind of mixed.
Okay. It is. So, there's something about it. It feels better
up.
when you do a glass.
Yes, absolutely. You're getting some mixed reviews.
Okay, that's good to know. Mm-hmm. So they've got a lot of new regulations here to keep everybody safe. So you have to retrofit. This is like a Wi-Fi smoke detector. It actually doesn't go off with the stove going on, but it is there in case there's any kind of issues or smoke or fire or anything like that. This didn't come with the Avion. There was something that was very similar, and so I kind of stole the idea, and I wanted it to be more antiquitous. I'm not married to the little fonts underneath. I'll probably do some placards, but I think it's a cool little vibe they're working out.
What in the world is happening? Yeah, you guys, I'm just saying.
That's a kilt for sure.
That's a kilt. Don't bend over too far. Okay, so I think you got a lot of people with thumbs up on here as far as the glass, but there was a couple people that said metal's cool.
Okay.
Several people said metal's cool.
All right. What do you want to see next, guys?
Well, let's go back there and see what else you got, because you got these two places, one to the left and one to the right, are little sleeping quarters.
Yep. So, the guys have been sleeping here, super comfortable. When we first, sorry. When we first started
what's happening? What's happening? Sorry, we're going to see what's happening. It's early in the morning for that, guys.
For that anytime. Anyway, we affectionately call this area the trailer trash. It's a nice little pull-out garbage can section right here. A huge, I say huge, it's all small, pantry. I fit it so that lights go on every time you open one of these cabinet doors, so you can see what you're doing. The cabinetry again is mostly old, and so there's a couple spots on the corners like this. If you want to look, so this will be fixed, but you can see the difference here. We actually 3D printed these for the corners because I just wanted to maintain the old cabinetry, and so the corners themselves kind of have been frayed over time, but I think that's a pretty sharp fix.
That's a good idea.
Thanks. What else you want to see here? Okay.
Okay, so you got a bathroom situation back here, it looks like.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, come on back. It is tight, so I don't know if you want to go in first or.
Yeah, I could probably do that.
Yeah.
Or here, I could probably just pass you the phone a second,
Sure.
and you could just kind of see
Yeah.
and look around.
I don't know. This is new. It's about 4 days old. It sadly it wasn't draining at all, and so it was done, and then we got here, and then I realized it wasn't draining when I had balanced the RV so that everything was straight. But it's all herringbone marble. You've got a lot of great pressure from the shower, and this cute little valve right here is an RV valve, and it works great. it's nice. It's like hefty, good steel. I'm not sure if you can see, but the water pressure is excellent. Now it's interesting because I have on both the camper and the Airstream, the camper and the tiny house. We have two different hot water heaters. The one in here is actually a on-demand one, so you do not ever run out of hot water. But again, because it's all basically on an extension cord, you will see a little compensation from time to time with that if you're running also the sink water. So, got it?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not a good.
You're fine. You're totally fine.
You should check that out that you haven't seen it yet.
Yeah. Here, I'll pass you here.
Yeah.
Check this out. Check it out with you guys. Last time I was here, it was being worked on a little bit because of some water drainage issues. But he's got it all figured out. Yay! Boy, that turned out good. I love the little bitty herringbone pattern. Getting lots of hearts. Thank you guys for the hearts. The seat is great. I don't know what that means.
The toilet seat?
That seat? Okay. Well, take us outside. Show us what you got outside. You got an amazing hot tub, and we're going to have to go to the other
do you
home,
want to
too.
see any more in here, guys? I know Heidi loves this stuff, and she pointed it out before. This is a feather coating of concrete. So it's actual concrete that you put on the wall, and you sort of paint it on, but you have to smear it pretty. It's a learning curve for sure. And then you sand it, and then you do it again, and you sand it, and then you seal it basically, so it looks like that. I love it. It's kind of one of my signature moves. I buy really, depressed properties in Chicago. I fix them up, make them sexy, and try and rent them out. And this is one of the go-tos that I have to do that from a design standpoint. People love it, and I love it. So.
Okay, so a couple things. She was talking about the seat in the bathroom, she says. Somebody says they've never seen an Airstream bathroom, so that's nice.
Okay.
And then somebody else was saying, let's see, closets. They want to know about closets.
Yeah, good question. Yeah. I should also say, I feel like I'm blocking you in.
Oh, you're okay.
I should also say this is not the traditional layout for an Airstream bathroom at all. The tub is usually a lot smaller. There is no bench. The reason there's a bench in this is a happy accident, and I mean that when I say accident. We'll go outside and you'll see the Avion actually had an accident prior to me buying it, and there's a whole dent kind of thing right behind that, and that's why we've built this here. Closets, yeah, we've got, I mean, don't judge, guys. I'm sure you've seen closets before, but we've got ample space in here.
Everybody has one, right? Everybody has them.
Yeah. We'll be adding hooks for your towels and stuff. You have obviously a ton of storage up here. There's, these guys are divas. Look at this. They just keep buying, everywhere we go, they keep buying hats. Look at them. Yesterday we went to Sierra Nevada and we went bourbon tasting, and they just bought all these hats. I don't know what they're doing. There's one. Hats up here. Sorry, Mike. But anyway, ample space up here, and yeah, they're great. So these are actually Nate, one of my buddies that's here. His wife did the upholstery for these.
Oh, nice.
This is exterior fabric, so you can actually, it's waterproof, and they're slip covers, so you can pull them off, wash them in the washing machine, and call it a day.
That was a brilliant idea. It really was.
Okay, there's real cedar underneath, and the shelving is cedar as well. Let's see. There was another hole in the side here, so I put this kind of thing on. It's actually a wireless phone charger and USB charger and light and whatever else. You might be wondering what these guys are. This is, like I said before, that's the main HVAC source. But again, when I mentioned I think I overcompensated a little bit when it comes to the heat. I really wanted this to be cozy, because camping should be cozy, and I want to be able to do this all year round. I actually, if anyone's familiar with this area, some people say it's seasonal. I actually do not think it's seasonal. I think every season has its place here, and some of them may be a little bit better than others. And my least favorite is actually the summer, when I think is one of the more visited. I mean, not that I hate coming here in the summer. It's awesome. You can just literally drive to the park and go swim in a river or jump off a rock. It's amazing. But October, November, December, I want to be able to have it rented out and have people visit. So anyway, so this is heated flooring. Sorry, this one's heated flooring. So you have this nice cozy ambient radiant heat coming up from the floor in the winter, fall, whenever. And you just simply turn on. That is also Wi-Fi controlled. So if ever there's an issue when it comes to the, when Murren's doing the project management or myself, we can always help switch stuff around in that kind of situation. This one here goes to a blower right here. And that is I think it's a 15,000 or 5,000, I don't know. It's a pretty hefty heat source. And so this right here alone will heat the entire cabin in here and make it ultra comfortable. There are a few other places, I think in Cosby, that rent Airstreams out, and I asked them, like, what do you guys do in the winter? And their response was that they literally just use a little space heater in theirs, because they certainly don't renovate like this, and they're like, it keeps it cozy and warm and whatever else. I found that a little bit hard to believe. These are like 3-inch thick walls here with a very tight foam insulation inside of them, well beyond its time when it was first created, better than an Airstream did, but it's still, I'm a little worried it's going to get full. So if it's all the same for anybody else, 3 heat sources, I think you're going to be fine. Closet space, these are all pretty full, but they have closets with hanger areas here. And this one's really packed because one guy has a breathing mask. He looks like Darth Vader when he sleeps at night. But that's the other one. Again, they all light up.
So plenty of storage.
Yeah.
For when you stay, for sure.
Tons of storage in this one.
So you guys, this is an up and coming property. So if you want to keep following this along, just follow us, and we're going to be posting videos, and we're going to be here doing more lives in the future as well. So you can keep track of this property in particular. So give us a follow. We're going to keep showing up with Brian here and tracking everything until he opens up and goes live with his property.
Exactly. Okay, so there's 2 twins in this RV, but this is also a sleeping space here. And the way this works is pretty simple. You literally just pull it from the bottom. The pillows fall, and it turns into a full-size bed.
Oh, so, somebody's been hanging out with us for a while. They said, "Let's check out the not shiny." But that's cool.
Yeah.
Because that gives you lots more room.
Yeah. So my wife and I would sleep here. We've got the girls here, and we just made another baby.
Perfect.
So she's been hanging out in this one, and yeah. All right, you guys want to see the rest, the not shiny?
That is so easy to pull out. Yes, Liz, it absolutely was, wasn't it? Yep, lots of sleeping area. Yeah, let's go see what's outside, and let's go into the tiny one, the not so shiny one.
So this will sleep 4 for sure. We got some good kilt shots, Andrew. Okay. I have a question for everybody. I don't know how many people are with us right now. All 3 of these guys, these handsome chaps right here, think that I guess they think I made up money or something. They actually want to do a little deck out here with a railing.
Bar top.
I definitely think I need like some more rocking chairs or something and 3 stools right here. Because again, this is the demonstration.
Imagine, this is the thing. Imagine if there was a bar top. You could be sitting here with your
trying to
morning
sell
coffee, or you could be hanging out. Like you hang out and chat here and have our drink.
Not a bad idea. Give me thumbs up if you like the idea.
A bar top, right?
It would be a cable railing. I have been the sole disagreeer of this concept. So it's 3 against 1 here, because I think, and I have witnessed this. This to me feels like an IMAX movie screen, and I don't want anything in the way. I don't want people's heads or bar tops in the way of my IMAX movie screen, because that's the move, right? That's the reason you're out here, is to kind of take in nature. So, I mean, or you're here to just put things on a bar top,
Okay, hot tub okay, I like it open, but you got somebody that wants you to do it. Okay,
really?
Thumbs up if you think he should do it. Thumbs down if you think he should not do it. So let's see. Okay, so tell us the idea again. Now, what was it again? A bar top over
They
here.
want a railing with a 12
Yes.
inch, you know, like banister.
Uh-huh.
I guess.
So it'd be both a railing, but also, yeah, having a wide enough top that you can.
Would you guys settle for bistro tables
Yeah, and you could put
instead of a bar top with a railing? Because you're cutting my view.
It could be.
Yeah.
Bistro table railing. You do the cable railing though, so like you say, it's still like minimal.
We're gonna have to count this. I'm serious. It's really split, you guys.
Is it split?
Yes. Okay. Now a few more thumbs up, and then there's a couple people that says no. Open. It's.
What about half?
I think it's really split.
Okay, that's an option.
What about half?
Like, that's an option because we've
Coming
got
off
3
here.
sections here.
Basically, you're just building a bar top table that's like built into the ground.
Yeah, so you still have the openness here as
straight
you're coming
across
out,
from the,
and then here you got a little bit of a.
This is my design team, ladies and gentlemen.
He brought his own design team with him.
Actually, I like that.
Obviously, they
Yeah.
have great taste.
Dude, you can do that though. To like a 10-foot, like basically bar height table.
Okay.
That's
Go
built
for, like,
into the ground.
Here over, and then.
Because then
Yeah.
you could sit here looking out, but it wouldn't be a full banister.
And then
Yes.
you have access to an extended deck.
There we go.
Or the.
I think we found the solution.
Whatever else.
It's a hybrid.
It's a hybrid. It's compromise, like any happy marriage. All right.
So blueprints already, they're saying. So for some reason, I'm getting a lot of questions about hot tubs already. I don't know if they caught it.
Hot tub, gentlemen.
Hot tub? Anybody? Hot tub? You need to be the one getting the hot tub.
We'll,
Take your shirt off, Mike, in the hot tub.
Shorts are in the dryer.
This is a
Are you
you're gonna hop in?
Might get in.
All right.
Yeah,
Keep the vision line clear, they say. They ain't
talking
thinking
about
about
that, or is
women.
Mike with
No,
his shirt off?
crazy. They are thinking about women. Don't worry. We'll show you the hot tub. This would make such a great girls' trip, too.
Yeah.
We haven't even got to the tiny home. Just hang out with us a little
You're
bit.
saying it feels like
So
a miniature
cool.
yoga studio in there if you didn't without the bed. You could do.
Get back, clear.
Put the bed up. Do some yoga.
Yeah.
Get back and show the shiny home.
Yeah, this could legit. You could,
Oh, no, I'm thinking about it, too. I'll definitely make sure he makes it women-friendly, too. No worries.
Oh, it's yeah. Like I said, most things in my life are women friendly.
Yeah.
3 girls and a wife.
I was going to say, his wife will keep him lined out. Okay, somebody else says put up the fence. What?
Really?
We're going to have to go back on that one. Danny, what was your response? What did you think? It was 50-50, or did you think?
I think it was.
About
yeah.
50-50, huh?
What about a deck? Goes out a little bit.
That's kind
Push out.
of the original plan, was to do a deck.
Yeah.
And I wanted this to be, again, a choose your own adventure. Not because I think it'd be, you know, it's more like scratching a creative itch for me. But like, I'm not sure if people know what a hammock net is.
Yeah.
Not like an actual hammock. It's a floor
yeah.
that you kind of see on a catamaran a lot of times, where it's just like made of netting and it's taut, and you can just lay out, sleep under the stars. So I was thinking I would do a deck with something like that built in, or like layer it down the hill, because you have a pretty steep hill here, which I like kind of love, and I like not having things in my way, you know, whatever. But it sounds like it is 50-50 split.
It is very split, yeah.
So
It's very split. But yeah, I'm thinking, let's see, along the concrete, there's a lot of people saying along the concrete, along with the wooden fence, lots of comments here. You'll have to go back and read all these
Sure,
comments
yeah.
at some point.
Thank you guys for all the action.
No deck fence. I go to the mountains every year. I'm from Myrtle Beach. Well, hey, Crazy Connie. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, Crazy
You're going to
Connie.
have to follow along with us so you can keep track of this property. And trust me, it will be women friendly. You'll have to have come down and have a girls trip sometime.
I think we gotta wait a little bit, because I think there's some indecency happening in the tiny house. So we can talk a little bit more about out here.
Sure, that'd be perfect.
I don't know. Do you guys? I don't know if you scored in on the floor in there.
A little bit, not only when you talk about the heat, but
Okay, yeah. I don't know if you want to do a quick shot, but I'm trying to carry my patterns
oh yeah.
from all of it to kind of make it feel a little bit more cohesive. Well,
Yes, that was
that
a
you?
kilt. No, that was
yes, that was a kill.
yeah. Yes, that was a kilt. Why? Yes, it is. No.
It comes with the property.
Here,
Everybody.
let me show you. Let me show you. Yep. Wave to the camera. They,
oh, we're doing me?
yeah, we're doing you for a second. They were like, "Is that a kilt?" Yes, yes, it is.
Straight from Scotland.
Yep.
See, it can be a girls' trip.
Kilt and s'mores. Yes. See, Connie. See.
Hey, what do you guys do on your guys' trips. So the same pattern is carried on back here.
Yeah,
with
that's
the,
a good idea.
With the chevron, and I literally put in a vanity yesterday. That's similar to that.
Oh, so you did choose that vanity
Yeah.
then? Okay.
Yeah, it was kind of like a, I don't know what I'm doing. I have an idea. Let's go in the back. I don't think we've done that yet. This is probably not going to be the initial live launch, but eventually we'll be doing this deck kind of thing with the hammock net. And then back here, I'll show you what I'm doing. It is messy, but use your imagination. This will probably be a 4-foot deck right here with sort of awning right here over the top.
That would be nice.
Just at that angle with a post right here. Very like Norwegian, Nordic kind of vibes. And I might cedar the side here as well. Built this thing last month, and it's working awesome. We spent a lot of time. I think that's probably the best part of this place. However, it obviously on the outside has that awesome sort of Nordic vibe again that I'm going for. But we need to enclose it. So literally the day after we're done with our guys trip, your deck guy, actually Thomas, is going to be building a pretty sweet deck that goes all the way back to the driveway with the steps starting here and going up to about here. Cover all the plumbing, cover the insulation here, and then all the way across. It's exposed plumbing. You don't really see this kind of thing really in these parts at all. And
No, you don't. Nothing like, I've seen hundreds of hot tubs, not one like this necessarily.
And I love that vibe. They're all over Europe they have these kind of things, and so yeah, it's been a beautiful little gift for the property. But I don't know if you can pick up, but I can show you a picture of what it's gonna look like.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
On my phone.
Yeah, we were out during the same time, and it was.
Yes, we are very nice ladies. We're being very kind.
Sorry. Can you pick that up?
Let's see, I probably can.
So there's. That's kind of what it'll look like. The steps on the side, and around it, and then the little sort of platform deck here, and then the deck will go all the way to the driveway. So you'll actually be able to enter it from the driveway side as well, and kind of come down here if you wanted to as well. So it's probably not the best way to do it, but yeah.
All right, perfect.
Let's go. How's that feel, guys? Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
That's the nice thing. It is really deep, isn't it?
4 guys in here, we know that much.
At least 4.
Marcia says she loves the hot tub.
Yeah, this is amazing.
Yeah, it is pretty deep, actually. I remember
deep.
looking in it the other
It's
day.
very comfortable though. Yep.
42 inches deep, and then
42 inches deep?
yeah.
That's neat.
And it's got the 3 sweet jets. The roll top is awesome.
So much fun. It keeps everything.
Yep, and it will roll all the way back, obviously, when we have the deck built. We've been taking it off when we hit the hot tub, but it goes all the way back to the deck, and then you've got the whole surround, and you'll have plenty of room to be able to venture outwards and hang out as well. So, yeah, good.
Cool. Let's see the tiny home.
Go. I mopped the floors.
Yeah, I can.
So it might be a little slippy here.
You guys, okay, I can't help it. These floors. It's not coming up very good in the phone, but Brian, these floors are fabulous.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, this is another concrete. It is something new that I hadn't tried before, and I love it. It's called Surecrete by Microtech. I need a couple more seal coats on it, so it doesn't pick up any dirt. But yeah, it's just like that cool, I don't know, Santorini vibe a little bit.
For sure.
It feels very good.
Liz is very happy right now. She's been waiting for the tiny home this whole time. Liz, I'm trying to get a picture of this floor. It's so like soft finish. Like you said, it kind of looks like a little faux kind of finish somehow. But
It's real concrete. And so yeah, I polished this the day I was going back after spending 3 weeks here. This is my first experience with one of these, and absolutely love it. Like, it is just game changing. I know it's bulky, but like, I mean, again, it's in, you know, in Europe you see them all over the place. This thing, I just have it set to auto. It's 73. No matter how cold it gets or hot it gets, it's just doing the job, and you don't ever hear it going on, and it's super efficient, and you can do it yourself. So I think it was like $2 grand to do that. Yeah.
Mary Love, I haven't even, let me spin around, okay? Because Mary Love just says you need to put in a movie projector and watch movies, but she hasn't seen this side yet, so.
You meant this side?
Yeah. Check this out, guys. It's got some more of that concrete looking finish there too.
Yeah, so, okay.
And there's room for a pool table. They got it all figured out for you.
You guys,
You just ask TikTok what to
good,
do.
Yeah, TV is built in. There's a fireplace. It's a smart TV, so you've got whatever, you know, you can log however you want to. I think I got this like vibe when I was going through an IKEA one day, and they have those little like, you know, 10-foot rooms, and everything has a purpose and a place and everything. I'm like, yeah, that's all you need. Like, why do more? You know, I mean, can you do that and also make it feel grand? Because I think that's the appeal of a larger place. And I'm like, I think you can, and height's the answer.
Yeah.
So this thing's 14 feet high on this side, and believe it or not, this thing is something that you guys can just order if you want to. It's a shed, so you can design it and have. I mean, I kind of cheated the system a little bit on how I designed the shed, but they had said to me that they never actually saw somebody do it the way I've done it before. It's 24 feet long, 12 feet wide, 14 feet by 7.5 feet on this side. And they had to over-engineer it because they never really had someone do it this way. So you have 2x6s as opposed to 2x4 walls, and you have a spray foam insulation, and it's always so comfortable here. It's literally like, again, everything you need. So
we got some people still decorating your place. Somebody says there's a bar that needs to go where that mattress is.
Okay, so this is a good point. Yeah, I've been sleeping right here, guys, but I'll move this so you can kind of...
Like we mentioned, guys, this is an up and coming property, so not everything's finished right now.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah. I have pillows behind that, so I'm not going to move it. But I will tell you what's going here. You have, yes, there will be a bar. You'll have the same countertop as the RV.
Amazing, yeah.
The backsplash will be this concrete, and then I'll have upper cabinets here. Okay, so the uppers go out to here, and then there's lighting, right? And that's all you're gonna see, except the sink and that cooktop potentially, right? I'm debating this, so I'd love feedback from you guys. For sure, no matter what, it's gonna have the built-ins. You're gonna be able to open this, and it will open a fridge, right? So it's gonna have like a cabinet door, but it'll be a fridge essentially. And then on this side, it'll be a microwave kind of oven kind of deal, right? Mm-hmm. You'll have coffee maker in here as well. My question is, do I need a sink and a cooktop in here and make it a full-out kitchen, or can I just keep the one in the RV as is and then the barbecue pit outside? What do you guys think? Is it better to have two kitchens, full kitchens, or does it matter that much?
All right, everybody, let's hear. Okay, someone says full out. I guess a full out kitchen is what that means. Thank you, Roadmap, for your input. I mean, you guys think he's got basically a full out kitchen in the shiny home. Are you planning on putting any kind of grill or anything out?
Yeah, on the other side of that fire pit is going to be a barbecue charcoal grill.
Okay, so he's going to have a charcoal grill as well. So do we need another kitchen in here? Yes, 2 sinks and a cooktop in the tiny.
Okay.
Yes, so Liz has been pretty on this. She's been following us on here a little bit. So, and she loves the finishes, and I have to agree with her. These finishes are spot on.
Thanks, guys.
Yes, the guest will need it at night. So I think everybody's kind of acting like, do the separate cooktop.
I like it. Do you guys think that I can launch before I build that? Or do you think it's necessary to build that before I launch in the spring? That's the other question I have. Because I'm aligned with you, I think. I think some people might, and like my wife and I have talked about this, when we actually have a life again and don't just chase 25 minutes of Netflix every night because we're chasing toddlers around, we'd love to have another couple come out And like, oh, Heidi,
Sorry,
you're distracted a little bit there.
yeah. Everybody's distracted.
So if like, say Mike and his wife Grace, they want to go stay in the camper, my wife and I want to stay here. Yeah, I don't want to wake them up to go do breakfast or something,
Right.
whatever. So I am aligned with that, but I kind of want to launch before I do that, and then come out maybe next summer and put those things in. So what do you guys think about that?
Okay, well, roadmap says finish it.
Okay.
And who else? Do you think he needs to completely finish it out with a full-on second kitchen before he opens up this place, or can he get by for a little bit? Oh, somebody says first impressions, finish it.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Thanks for putting more work on my plate. This is going to be a metal kind of like industrial pipe ladder. The loft is actually 9.5 by 9, and it sleeps this mattress here. So let's talk storage in here, because there's zero storage in here. Okay. On this side, actually starting here, I'm going to bump it back. Up top, I'm going to bump it back to this level, so you're going to have a little shelf right there. And there's going to be a triangular wall and little sliding doors, so you can throw luggage, whatever else you want up there. Where Heidi's standing right here, I'm going to do a corner booth bench kind of deal that just opens up. So if you want linen, you want your pillows, whatever else, you've got a corner bench here, and it's 5 feet by 5 feet, and then a circular table, essentially. In the middle here, I give myself 3 feet between the kitchen and the actual edge of this, and this is it. All this is this just beautiful polybark Italian leather sleeper sofa. So it's like, they rated it like one of the most comfortable sleeper sofas in the world. It's got that orangish leather tan kind of look, which I think complements this inkwell extremely well. It's got that moody masculine vibe to it. And I'll just kind of park it right there. Everything flows real well at that point, I think. You've got a spot to eat, you've got a bit of storage, you got a spot to chill, and a spot to sleep as well. So this will sleep 2 up top and 2 on the bottom, and then the camper will sleep 2 on the twins and 2 on the queen.
Which is quite a bit. And it's kind of nice that people rent this, they'll have their own little separate like spaces to go to for privacy and things. So
yeah, my daughter was out here. She's like, I just need alone time, guys. just hang out in here, and, color on some coloring books.
Okay, roadmap is still helping you. He wants a deck with those double doors there.
Thanks, roadmap, for giving me the roadmap I need. There is. So I don't know if he was here for that. If he stepped out, you've got a little bit of a gravel deck right now. If you want to pop your camera there. But again, that's about 4 feet out. It's going to be, and you're going to have a slanted awning over the top of it. We've already run the electrical for that too. So we're going to have can lights. I don't know if you can see this. I'll pull that on. So the electrical will be right there. Sorry, my thumb's in the way. And then you'll have a nice roof. The roof will have this sort of wood look to it as well. So imagine carrying this whole theme right here, up and over. All right, so you can come in here real quick. This is
oh, that looks so good.
Yeah, the chevron thing. Yeah, this is all straightforward. I literally just built this whole thing in June when I was out here. Yes, yesterday I have a nice vanity with running water. Erica, my wife, if you're on this,
did a good job.
Thank you. So the improvements in here, we're actually almost done. We're gonna do. If you remember, I don't know if you remember in the RV, the back of the bathroom door when you're in the RV has this really cool oval mirror. We're gonna take that same theme and pop it right there, so you have a nice oval mirror. Again, the cement, concrete, whatever you want to call it, shower. Carry that through the wall right here. I am gonna probably be putting a teak floor in this.
Oh,
I don't know
really?
if you know, like wood teak floor. I think that would go really, really nicely, look really well, and kind of complement the space. Full washer dryer. That was the whole reason my wife agreed to come out with me last time, and it took like 2 weeks for them to deliver it. It was one mishap after another. It was a lot. So The other improvements in here, obviously this is unsightly, so we're gonna be building a cabinet around it with a countertop. And then I'm gonna be doing these sort of L-shaped shelving units here for towels, soap, whatever
Spin
else.
around and see here.
Yeah, yeah.
On this side.
Sorry.
That's okay.
So this will be covered up. Will be, sort of a cabinet with a spot to put stuff, and then we're putting L-shaped shelving right here, and for towels and whatnot. There's a lot of space in this as well.
Roadmap liked that, I think. Thank you guys. Roadmap and Liz loves this.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah, there's a couple.
How cute! You guys are cute.